I was on my live stream, reading love fortunes, when I connected with a random user. "You're destined to be alone," I blurted out. "No soulmate in this lifetime." The chat immediately exploded. My viewers told me I was in deep trouble. That's when I realized I was on a call with Vera, the A-list actress. And she had just gotten engaged to the industry's crown prince. LMAO streamer, you don't even prep your lies, do you? Vera and the crown prince just got engaged. This is a massive fail. What a fraud. How is she not banned yet? Everyone knows the crown prince adores Vera. He covered the entire city in roses for his proposal, and you're saying she has no soulmate? Are you wishing for him to die, or for them to break up? The crown prince is about to join the chat in 5, 4, 3. My name is Chloe. After finishing my training up in the mountains, I started a live stream to read people's love fortunes and make a little money. It was only my 3rd day streaming, and I somehow managed to connect with a superstar. But I don't really follow celebrity news, so I had no idea who she was. Vera gave the camera a polite smile. "Ma'am, it's not very nice to just make things up, you know. Someone call the cops and get this scam artist arrested. People like her are polluting the internet." The viewers were all talking at once, and without exception, they were all trashing me. I remained calm. My readings are never wrong. Your aura has no romance in it. You've never even been in a real relationship. You're a classic case of someone fated to be alone. The smile on Vera's face faded. "Adrian," she said coolly. As she spoke, a man's voice answered. "What is it, Vera?" Vera gestured him over, and a man with stunning, almost dangerously handsome features appeared in the frame. "It's the crown prince. I can't believe she's with him right now. OMG, they're so gorgeous together, I can't even. His face is a gift to humanity. See that streamer? They're totally in love. I heard they were each other's first loves, too." Vera smiled tenderly. "It's nothing. I'm just live, and I wanted you to say hi to everyone." The man obediently waved at the camera, then gently stroked Vera's hair, his eyes full of affection. "Get some rest soon." Vera nodded. "I will. You can get back to what you were doing." Adrian left the frame, and Vera turned back to me. "My fiancé and I are doing just fine, as you can see. How can you say I've never even been in a relationship?" But in that one glance, Adrian's face was seared into my mind, and I was horrified. He was a glamour demon. It all made sense now, why Vera's aura showed no history of romance, yet she was with this crown prince. Because Adrian wasn't human. Glamour demon? What's that? Is she saying he's glamorous? My expression turned serious, and I took out my tortoise shells. "Elmeo, what is she doing now? Fortune telling? Scammers these days are so extra. She's even got props." The chat scrolled endlessly until one comment appeared. She said glamour demon, not glamorous. The chat paused for a second, then completely blew up. Is this streamer saying the crown prince is a ghost? It's broad daylight. Don't scare me like that. This streamer is a pathological liar. He's a living, breathing person, and you're calling him a ghost. What is wrong with you? She's just jealous of Vera and the crown prince's love story, and she's starting rumors. I ignored the chat, focusing on the results of my divination. I spoke slowly. A glamour demon has a face of peach blossoms, bones of red plum, a body of poplar, and a soul of moonflower. They are born in a time of yin energy and are exceptionally beautiful. Do you have those 4 plants in your home? Vera paused, then answered, "Not at my place, but Adrian has them at his." WTF, she got it right? It's public knowledge the crown prince lives in a villa with a huge garden. He loves plants and posts them on his socials all the time. The streamer just named the exact ones he's posted. She's just using public information to sound spooky. I continued, a glamour demon will attach itself to a host and begin a process of replacement. After taking over the body, it must replenish its essence on the night of every full moon. The method involves cutting the scalp of a human and feeding on their blood. The more beautiful the person, the more potent their essence is for the demon. As an A-list actress, Vera's beauty was considered top tier in the entertainment world. Vera was clearly stunned. Every full moon? Yes, I nodded. Have you experienced anything unusual? I don't know what she remembered, but the smile vanished from her face. I've had terrible headaches some days. And there's a faint scar on my scalp that I can't explain. That's from him cutting you to feed. A collective gasp went through the chat. Damn, don't scare me like this at night. I'm home alone. Holy crap, this is starting to sound way too real. Could the Crown Prince actually be a demon? Are you guys idiots? Vera has been filming a historical drama for the past 2 months. She wears all those heavy headpieces and wigs every day. It's totally normal for her to get a scratch without noticing. Oh right. Those heavy decorations and wigs must be so uncomfortable. Vera saw that comment and seemed to relax a bit. That's true. While filming, sometimes the headpieces aren't secured properly and can definitely scratch you by accident. It's all just a coincidence. This streamer is just talking nonsense and trying to scare people. The couple's fans started flooding the chat with insults again. I wasn't angry. I asked one last question. Before you and Adrian met in real life, had you already met him many times in your dreams? Vera blurted out, how did you know? What? They met in a dream first? Multiple times? Dreaming about people is pretty normal though. That's it then, I said, my face grim. It's a classic tactic. Before a glamour demon targets someone, it first enters their dreams. He builds a relationship with you in your dreams, breaking down your defenses, making you fall for him. Then he engineers a meeting in reality to pursue you. A person who has their essence fed on 3 times will die instantly. Tonight is the full moon. And you've already been fed on twice. WTF, streamer, can you not be so terrifying this late at night? Seriously, have you been reading too many horror novels? You're weaving a pretty convincing story. People will do anything for clout these days. They'll just make up anything. Vera's face had gone pale. You see things during the day, you dream about them at night. I may have dreamed of Adrian before we met, but that's because I'd seen his pictures online all the time. It's perfectly normal, right? I refuse to believe he's a demon based on just that. It's normal for people not to believe in ghosts and ghouls. I had anticipated her reaction. I didn't want to get involved. My divination showed this demon was ancient. If I interfered, I could bring disaster upon myself. But saving a life is the highest good, and now that I knew, I couldn't just stand by. My expression became deadly serious. Vera, listen to me. It's 2 hours until midnight. If you believe me, you need to leave that house right now. If you don't, when the clock strikes 12, he will feed on your essence a third and final time. Your beauty will wither in an instant, your organs will shrivel, and you will die on the spot. If you don't believe me, go test it yourself. Ghosts walk lightly. Even when possessing a body, they don't leave footprints on the ground. A glamour demon is no exception. Vera's lips were pressed into a thin line. She bit her lip and said, I'll go test it. She stood up from her chair, clutching her phone tightly. From a distance, Adrian's voice called out, telling her to come get ready for bed. Vera pretended not to hear and quickened her pace toward the kitchen. She sprinkled flour over the white floor tiles. The 3rd time Adrian called her name, Vera quickly answered, I'm in here, Adrian. Vera placed her phone on the counter and angled the camera towards the kitchen doorway. Adrian's footsteps grew closer, and his figure appeared in the frame. The entire chat held its breath. Vera, what are you doing? Adrian stopped at the kitchen entrance, his voice as gentle as ever. Vera was a true actress. I could see the sweat on her temples, but her tone was perfectly normal. I washed some fruit, Adrian. Can you come help me carry it? Vera stood by the sink, busying herself with the fruit. Adrian nodded. The moment he lifted his foot to step forward, the chat started flying. I'm just watching on my phone. Why am I so nervous? Ugh, me too, I'm getting scared. It's so late. You guys actually believe this fraud? Do you have any common sense? The second the Crown Prince leaves a footprint, this scammer is going to get exposed. He's about to step on it, he's about to step on it. This is weirdly exciting. Wait, what? Why did he stop? On the screen, just as Adrian's foot was about to land on the flour, he froze and pulled it back. Vera, he said. Vera's whole body stiffened. What is it, Adrian? Aren't you going to help me? I can't hold all this. She smiled and held up the fruit, but her nails digging into the flesh betrayed her true feelings. Vera, it's getting late. You shouldn't eat fruit now. I'm worried it'll upset your stomach. Adrian beckoned for her to come out of the kitchen. But Vera started to protest. Be a good girl, Vera. Come on out. It's better to eat fruit during the day. Vera hesitated for a moment, then finally put the fruit down, picked up her phone, and walked out of the kitchen. She carefully stepped around the flour on the floor. Go take a shower. I'll wait for you. We'll go to bed as soon as you're done. Vera nodded and went into the bathroom with a change of clothes and her phone. I don't know if I'm overthinking this, but why does it feel like the Crown Prince is so desperate for her to go to sleep? It's after 10 p.m. Wanting her to sleep early is normal. Lots of young people are night owls though. What's so weird about it? I think he's being a great boyfriend. He's worried about her stomach and wants her to get enough rest. He takes such good care of her. How could a guy like that be a ghost? Vera locked the bathroom door, leaned against the wall, and turned on the shower. I don't usually eat fruit at night. There are cameras in the living room, so if I'd spread the flour there, he would have gotten suspicious. And there's no reason for flour to be in the bedroom. The kitchen was the only option, but it looks like that plan failed. He's rushing you to bed so you'll be fast asleep before midnight, I said calmly. That way, when he cuts your scalp to feed, the essence he licks from your blood will be at its most potent. Think back carefully. On the full moon nights of the past 2 months, what time did you go to bed? Vera bit her lip. Pretty early. He always said staying up late was bad for me. In reality, Vera was a night owl, but whenever she was with Adrian, he would always urge her to sleep early. I have a question. You said he cuts my scalp to lick the blood. Why didn't the pain wake me up? Cutting the scalp. Just thinking about it makes me sick. Stop, my scalp is tingling just hearing this. It feels like something is crawling on my head right now. Because as his nail cuts your skin, he injects a powder that numbs the pain. Vera frowned. So like an anesthetic? Exactly. Vera was about to say something else when a knock suddenly came from the bathroom door. Adrian's deep, rich voice came from outside. Vera, who are you talking to? The phone nearly slipped from Vera's hands. I was just singing. Vera had the shower running and was speaking in a low voice. Normally, he shouldn't have been able to hear her from outside the bathroom. You've been in there for a while. Why aren't you out yet? Are you not feeling well? Adrian was rushing her again. Vera blocked the phone's camera, so we could only hear her voice. No, I'm fine. I'm all done. I'll be out in a second. When Vera's face reappeared on screen, she was already in her new pajamas. I spoke quickly in a low voice. A glamour demon's body is made of poplar wood. If you cut him, a pale yellow fluid will flow out. Vera nodded. As soon as she opened the bedroom door, she saw Adrian standing there with a smile. He walked forward and took her hand. Vera, let's go to sleep. Okay, Vera said. But just as they were about to enter the bedroom, she suddenly stopped. Oh, right, Adrian. I just remembered I got a package today that I haven't opened. I'm going to go see what it is. With that, Vera, still holding Adrian's hand, quickly walked over to where the packages were stacked. She picked up a small utility knife from the table and sliced open a box. Inside was a bottle of face serum. She held the knife in her hand, the blade pointed casually toward Adrian's arm. Vera acted as if she didn't notice, her face lit up with excitement. It's the serum I ordered. Adrian, you're into skincare too, right? Let me try some on you. It's supposed to be super hydrating. Vera leaned in close to Adrian, and the sharp blade accidentally grazed his arm. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Adrian, I didn't mean to. I'll go get the first aid kit. Vera quickly dropped the knife and aimed her phone's camera directly at Adrian's arm. It's red. I told you the streamer was a liar. Now she made the Crown Prince get hurt. She's horrible. My poor baby. He's a prince. Can this streamer take responsibility for this? The chat was once again a waterfall of angry comments directed at me. But my face turned pale. No. Get out of there. Run now. That's not red blood, it's red sap. His body is made from a dragon's blood tree. He's a twin glamour demon. Making stuff up again. Here we go. My God, streamer, you're still not giving up? You're still spouting nonsense? What is your goal here? Are you just trying to leech off the Crown Prince and Vera's fame? Human blood is opaque and thick. But what just came out of the crown prince was a transparent red liquid. It looked kind of like tree sap. Someone in the chat had also noticed something was off. My family grows dragon's blood trees. The sap that came out of him looked exactly like the sap from our trees. Twin glamour demons are extremely rare, but they're incredibly powerful, 100 times stronger than a normal one. Before they find hosts, they exist as a male and female entity in one body. The male demon has already replaced the original Adrian. If I'm not mistaken, the female demon is still cohabiting his body. I thought he was feeding on your essence to sustain himself, but now I see the truth. The one feeding on you every night is the other demon. His goal is for the female demon to devour your soul, take on your appearance, and replace you completely. If you die this way, you won't even have a soul left to be reincarnated. A normal glamour demon was hard enough to deal with, let alone a twin. My words reached Vera through her earpiece, and the first aid kit she was holding crashed to the floor. Vera, what are you doing? I lost my grip on the kit. Sorry, Adrian. Vera immediately bent down to pick it up, but Adrian grabbed her wrist. Vera, it's time for bed. His voice was no longer gentle. It was laced with impatience, and his grip on her was crushingly tight. Vera's wrist quickly turned red, but Adrian didn't seem to notice, still forcefully dragging her towards the bedroom. Vera was terrified. She could clearly feel that something was very wrong with Adrian tonight. WTF, the crown prince is so obsessed with her going to sleep. I get wanting her to sleep early, 'cause it's healthy, but why is he dragging her like that? It looks like he's forcing her. That's not right. Adrian, I'm hungry again. I don't really want to sleep yet. Can we go out for a late night snack? Vera forced her voice to sound normal. Usually, whenever she said she was hungry, he would immediately take her to eat whatever she wanted. But this time, Adrian's response was cold. What's there to eat this late at night? Why are you being so difficult? Vera froze. The air around them went still. Vera, Adrian said calmly, I just want you to have a healthy routine. Vera didn't respond, but Adrian had already forced her onto the bed. She placed her phone beside her. The screen was dark, now we could only hear the audio. There's no time to waste, I whispered. Tonight's the full moon. Even if you stay awake, they'll possess you by force when the time comes. They can't wait any longer. You need to find a... Vera, what's that in your ear? The next second there was a scraping sound. It seemed like Vera's earpiece had been ripped out. I quickly shut my mouth. An earpiece? Why are you wearing an earpiece to bed? I was listening to music earlier. The song finished, and I forgot to take it out. Adrian said nothing. A sharp scratching sound came from the phone, as if a fingernail was being dragged across the earpiece. Vera, let me see your phone. The chat fell silent. Even the people who had been insulting me stopped typing. Vera, why is this phone still on a live stream? Adrian's face appeared on the screen. Vera's voice followed. Oh right. I forgot. I was on a call with a dance streamer earlier, for a fan event. I'm not great with the controls. I thought I'd turned it off, but I guess I didn't. As Vera spoke, the comments on my stream started rolling again. Yo streamer, are you gonna dance or not? If not, I'm out. Just sent you a universe gift, you gonna give us a hot dance for it? Hurry up and dance. Stop wasting time. Adrian grunted in acknowledgement. Just as he was about to end the stream, a bolded comment scrolled across the screen. Crown Prince, that fraud said you're a glamour demon. The blood in my veins ran cold. Clearly, Adrian saw the comment too. A glamour demon? His voice was still deep and rich, but now it held a chilling, bizarre quality. The next second, the connection with Vera was cut. A terrible premonition rose in my heart. WTF, who is that asshole? Why is your mouth so damn foul? It's fine if it's fake, but what if it's real? A normal person who hears someone call them a demon would ask what's going on, right? Why would he just hang up like that? Master, please, I'm begging you. I'll give you money, whatever you want. I'm a huge fan of Vera's. Please, you have to save her. Where is she right now? Vera is with the Crown Prince, so she must be at his house. The address is... As soon as I had the address, I grabbed my gear and ran outside. But on the way, I passed a hardware store and screeched to a halt. I ran inside and bought something. It was wrapped in black cloth. I placed it on the passenger seat. What are you doing? This is no time to go shopping. Streamer, please hurry. I'm so scared something's going to happen to Vera. What did she buy? Is it for ghost hunting? Don't be ridiculous. Where in the middle of the city are you going to buy stuff like that? Are you just stalling? Are you trying to drag this out instead of actually going to save Vera? I ignored the chat and focused on driving. But the demon's house was far away. It would take me at least half an hour to get there. About 5 minutes later, a request to join the stream popped up. The familiar profile picture made my eyes light up. I quickly accepted, and Vera's face appeared on screen. I squinted, studying her carefully to make sure it was really her before I relaxed. I typed with one hand. What's your situation? Vera typed back rapidly. After Adrian ended the stream, I told him the viewers were calling him a glamour demon because he's so handsome. He loves being complimented on his looks, so he didn't say much more. I'm in the bathroom now. I told him my stomach hurts. Something is definitely wrong with him. Even though his arm bled red, I didn't smell any blood. It was more like the fresh scent of a plant. When I closed my eyes to pretend to sleep, I felt like he was staring at me. And just now, when I said my stomach hurt and I needed the bathroom, he tried to stop me. He just kept telling me to sleep. What floor are you on? The second floor. Is there a window in the bathroom? See if you can jump out. Okay. Vera reached out to push the bathroom window. It wasn't locked, but it wouldn't budge. My face grew grim. He sealed it. He wouldn't have just sealed one window. The entire villa was probably locked down. Vera was on the verge of tears, but years of practiced emotional control kept her face calm for the camera. Master, please save me. I'll pay you anything you want. Find a place to hide for now. Keep the stream on, don't disconnect. I'm almost there. Vera nodded. She looked around the bathroom and started piling everything she could move in front of the door, barricading it. But it wasn't long before Adrian's voice came from the other side. Vera, it's time to come out and go to sleep. Vera didn't answer. The doorknob began to turn. Vera, it's time to come out and go to sleep. Vera, it's time to come out and go to sleep. Vera, it's time to come out and go to sleep. The bathroom door shuddered with the force of the pounding from outside. Adrian's voice grew more and more shrill as he repeated the same sentence over and over. Then finally, a woman's voice joined in. Is she still not coming out? Don't worry, my sweet. She can't escape. Her lover's familiar voice now sounded like a death knell. Vera couldn't stop shaking. She clamped a hand over her mouth, tears blurring her vision. Outside the bathroom door, there was one shadow. Then slowly another shadow appeared. It slithered like a snake, coiling around the first one. Sweetheart, since she won't come out, let's go find the key to the bathroom. The footsteps faded into the distance. Vera huddled in the corner of the bathroom, terrified. The bathroom was a small, confined space. If Adrian found the key and got in, she'd have nowhere to run. The viewers in the live stream saw the horrifying scene outside the door as well. WTF WTF HHHHH, what the hell is that? Vera, you can't just sit there and wait. Run. The Crown Prince's house is a 3-story villa. Find another place to hide. He might not find you. I'm so scared. Vera, don't go out, just wait for Chloe. But if those things get in from outside, the bathroom is so small she'll be trapped. Vera asked for my advice. But I wasn't sure what to tell her. I was still 15 minutes away from the house. I couldn't predict what would happen in that time. Vera gritted her teeth, moved the barricade away, and carefully cracked open the bathroom door to peek outside. Nothing. She let out a sigh of relief and began to tiptoe out. But the moment she stepped out of the bathroom, a voice came from directly above her. Found you, Vera. Ah. Vera let out a piercing scream. Hanging upside down from the ceiling was the impossibly handsome, demonic man. A smile played on his lips, his eyes glowing with a red light. Clinging to his back was a headless female corpse, its body writhing constantly. Holy crap. What the hell did I just see? A direct hit. What are these things? A headless corpse. Is this for real? Vera was so scared she collapsed onto the floor. Don't be afraid, Vera. Come, give me your hand. The male demon's body didn't move, but his arm stretched out, impossibly long, reaching right in front of Vera. A sharp, female voice screeched from the headless body. Her face, it's so beautiful. The male demon smiled. After tonight, her face will be yours. He dropped to the floor and grabbed Vera's hand. Vera screamed, pulled the utility knife from her pocket, and slashed his hand. The male demon cried out in pain, and his grip loosened for a second. Vera seized the opportunity, scrambled to her feet, and bolted for the front door. As expected, it wouldn't open. Her face white with terror, Vera turned and ran downstairs. The female demon shrieked, "Get her!" Vera frantically looked around and ducked into a storage closet on the first floor. She wanted to gasp for air but was terrified of being found, so she held her breath, not daring to move. The sound of a man's and a woman's voice echoed through the first-floor hall. "Vera, you've been a bad girl. There will be consequences when I catch you. Come on out, Vera." "I'm getting closer, Vera." Tears streamed down Vera's face. Her hands trembled as she typed on her phone screen. "Master, where are you? Please help me." I clenched my jaw, my car's speedometer maxed out. But as I tried to enter the gated community, a security guard stopped me. "No entry pass, no entry. Sir, this is a matter of life and death. Please make an exception." "I'll be right out." The guard scoffed and looked over my car. "What kind of business could you have here? This isn't a place for you. Go on, get out of here. Go play somewhere else." The viewers were going crazy with anxiety. I was anxious too. Just as I was about to ram the gate, a young man with a friendly face ran out from inside the community. Uncle, she's my friend. Please let her in." Seeing him, the security guard's face broke into a smile. "Oh, it's young Master Leo's friend. I'll open the gate right now." I gave the newcomer a suspicious glance, but there was no time to waste. I floored it. The young man, who the guard had called Leo, ran ahead of me, leading the way. "This is the Crown Prince's villa." The car stopped in front of a house that was brightly lit but oozed a strange, sinister energy. The villa was completely shrouded in a dark, demonic aura. I glanced up at the full moon, perfectly round and bright. "My name is Leo. I was watching your stream." I nodded and immediately kicked at the front door. Leo saw this and rushed to my side. "The door won't open from the outside. Maybe we should call the police?" "The police? They wouldn't get here in time." I didn't say anything. I just grabbed the package I had bought on the way here. I unzipped the black bag, revealing a brand new chainsaw. I gave a cold smile, revved it up, and charged the door. Leo just stood there, his jaw on the floor. "You're..." The second the lock broke, Leo, with surprising speed, kicked the door clean open. I rushed inside just in time to see Vera being held by the throat by the male demon. The headless female corpse on his back had its fingers on Vera's head. By the light of the sun and the spirit of the mind, I command the shadows to retreat. With this sigil all evil is quelled. Defy me, and heavenly soldiers will descend. Begone. I hurled a talisman. The female demon shrieked in pain and released her grip. Leo rushed to Vera's side and pulled her away. But Vera seemed to have lost her mind. Her eyes were vacant and unresponsive. Meanwhile, the female demon's body was faintly growing a new head, one that looked exactly like Vera's. "This is bad." I gritted my teeth and quickly scanned my surroundings. The compass in my hand flashed. I tossed an octagonal mirror to Leo and yelled, "Watch her." I sprinted in the direction my compass was pointing. The female demon let out a horrifying screech, and the male demon charged at me. I found myself in a back garden. The peach blossoms, red plum, moonflower, and dragon's blood tree were all there. A thin red blood-like thread connected the four plants. I looked up at the moon, bit my finger, and drew a sigil in the air with my blood. I cast it at the plants, but nothing happened. A cackling laugh echoed behind me as a blood-red hand swiped at me. I dodged, but in the next second, four hands attacked me from all sides, tearing several bloody gashes across my body. I bit back the pain. My power was no match for a twin glamour demon. The fuller and brighter the moon, the stronger it became. I pulled a black cloth soaked in dog's blood from my bag and threw it at the demon. "Smell this." The cloth landed on the demon, and a chorus of male and female screams filled the air. I didn't have much time. The cloth would only hold it for a moment. I ran towards the four plants, trying to destroy them with my talismans, But after throwing 3 or 4, nothing worked. In my panic, Leo's voice shouted, "Try a physical approach." Catch. A black bag flew towards me. This kid has a strong arm. He just threw the whole thing. I caught it, grabbed the chainsaw, and with a roar, charged the nearest peach tree. Just as the demon tore the black cloth to shreds, the peach tree was sawn in half. As the blossoms fell into the mud, both the male and female demons let out agonizing screams. The male demon's face began to twist and distort. I didn't hesitate. I stomped on the moonflowers and aimed the chainsaw at the red plum tree. These 4 plants were the demon's foundation, its face, bones, body, and soul. Destroy them, and the demon would lose its power. The chainsaw was fast and handled well. The moment the last dragon's blood tree hit the ground, the red thread connecting the plants vanished completely, and the male demon collapsed, unable to support itself. The female demon on his back was the most grievously injured. She was already headless, likely from a previous severe injury. Now, having her possession interrupted had left her on the brink of death. Vera regained her senses and ran out from the living room. She looked at the male demon collapsed on the ground, her body trembling. Her lover, who turned out to be a monster that wanted to steal her life. Anyone would be broken by that truth. Vera was taken away by her agent. I captured the souls of the twin glamour demon. The incident caused such a stir that the police launched an investigation. The official story they released was that it was a new form of entertainment, an immersive livestream performance. By not telling the audience beforehand, it better showcased the actor's skills. But the day after, the actress Vera announced her retirement. She decided to spend the rest of her life as a nun, cultivating her spirit. I returned to Adrian's villa. Looking at the felled trees and flowers, I was puzzled. I dug around with a shovel. Strange, how can it not be here? Leo appeared behind me without a sound. He grinned. "Master, what are you looking for?" I kept my face neutral. "Nothing. Just digging up some of the dirt here as a souvenir." A glamour demon is formed when a person of extreme beauty dies, and their soul clings to these 4 plants, absorbing the essence of the sun and moon. But it's not enough to just have the 4 plants. They must first be nurtured by a spiritual object, turning them into enchanted flora. Glamour demons are rare. Twin glamour demons are almost unheard of. For a place to be able to birth a twin, there had to be some kind of incredible treasure here. This wasn't something I could talk about openly, lest it fall into the wrong hands. I had been searching for 2 days with no luck. With Leo here now, I decided to leave to avoid any more questions. Just as I was about to turn and go, Leo's voice came from behind me. "Master, are you looking for this?" I turned instinctively. Leo was standing in the middle of the bare patch of earth, a strange smile on his face. In his hand, he held a glowing spiritual orb. Moonlight streamed down on him from above, and he cast no shadow. The end.